What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today I'm making a In-N-Out animal style patty melt. Maybe you don't know what In-N-Out is. Well, it's a Southern California classic burger. Everyone from SoCal loves it. They swear by it. I personally think it's okay. But when you make burgers into patty melts, the results are always incredible. So with that said, let's get on with the recipe.
The first step to this recipe is caramelizing the onions. Now I know what you must be thinking, caramelized onions, is there actually caramel in the onions? And the answer is yes. When you slow cook the onions, it releases the sugar molecules, which then crystallize, becoming caramel. That, and the color of caramelized onions, is caramel. This is 80-20 ground beef. What does 80-20 mean? It means 80% meat, 20% fat. In my experience, the more fat, the more flavor. But that doesn't come without a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Then I'm gonna add the caramelized onions and mix it all together with the ground beef and the ground beef juices. Here's where the melt part comes into patty melt. To the ground beef and onions, I'm adding shredded cheddar cheese. Now the residual heat left over from the pan is gonna melt the cheese and combine with the ground beef and with the onions. Animal style burgers are made with mustard, so I'm gonna add mustard to this ground beef mixture. This is animal sauce. Now what is animal sauce? Have you ever had Big Mac sauce? Have you ever had Thousand Island dressing? It's basically the same thing. A little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of relish, some vinegar, some seasoning, some ketchup, and that's what you got. Now starts the layering. On one slice of the Texas toast, I'm gonna add a decent amount of this animal sauce. On top of the animal sauce goes a tomato and some shredded lettuce. Then I apply some of this ground beef mixture, and this is where the cheese gets elevated. This procedure is called adding the cheese shingle because each one of these cheese sticks kind of resembles a shingle. Then on the other slice of Texas toast, I'm gonna add some American cheese and add a little bit more ground beef on top of the Colby Jack cheese shingle. Guys, adding mayonnaise to your grilled cheese sandwiches before you fry them will not only add color, it'll not only add texture, but it'll also add a little bit of flavor as well. You know when you take your butter out of the fridge and it's cold and then you try and apply it to your bread and what you end up doing is ripping your toast? Well, when you use mayonnaise, none of that happens. Now this next step you might be questioning me, but really adding water to your pan and covering it creates vapor. It creates steam, which ultimately creates heat, which ultimately melts all of the cheese inside this sandwich.
Whoa. All the classic In-N-Out flavors made in a TheJoshElkin classical way. Let's walk through this. Thick cut Texas toast smothered with mayonnaise because, as I have said in the past, mayonnaise on grilled cheeses are incredible. Look at this color. Look at that. And there's a little bit of a texture, and the mayonnaise gives it a little bit of a taste as well. I have some American cheese, some tomatoes, some lettuce, caramelized onions, sharp cheddar, and Colby Jack sticks all mixed with ground beef. Guys, I have a rule. If any of my recipes have more than 3 cheeses, it's a classic. But what does that mean if I can't taste it and explain to you guys what it tastes like, right? All the flavors of In-N-Out packed in between Texas toast with ground beef. If you don't make patty melts on a regular basis and you're stuck making bland cheeseburgers, try this. Adding onions, adding mustard, adding cheese to the ground beef mixture. You could pretty much just eat that with a fork, or you could slap it between 2 slices of thick Texas toast and get an animal style In-N-Out patty melt. I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope you get to try the recipe out one day. You could check the link in the description down below, or you could hit up recipechampions.com. It's my recipe website that I update at least once a week. I got 2 more of these bad boys to consume, and I'm super excited. Bye. Man, this is good.
Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you want to become a recipe champion in your own home, head over to recipechampions.com for all my published recipes. You can learn how to make crazy things like Fruity Pebbles cheesecakes or even an Eggs Benedict burrito. Go check it out and learn how to turn yourself into a recipe champion.